The person I want to say thank you to is my grandma Bob. Her name wasn't actually Bob. It was actually Roberta, but everybody called her Bobby, so we called her Grandma Bob. She was a remarkable woman. Grandma Bob was the most creative person that I've ever met, and she was the most musical person that I ever met. She really gave me my music. She believed in me when I didn't feel like anybody else did. She told me that I could do whatever I wanted to, and I believed her. She was the first person that I knew that ever wrote songs. She would write the songs on the piano or on the organ that she was always playing, and she would write the lyrics. She would never sing them together. She didn't like her singing voice, but she would play those songs all the time. And so she inspired me to think that I could actually do that myself one day. I grew up knowing that music was an incredibly valuable part of life, and I have maintained that to this day because of her. So I'm always grateful for how she believed in me when I didn't feel like anybody else did. Back in the early 70s, my grandfather was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and back then nobody had any clue what that was about or how to deal with it. And so she was basically helpless to know what to do. So she started trying to find other people that were dealing with family members that had some sort of mental illness. And as a result, she started forming these support groups, other family members that were struggling. And she became the point person for all these people. She had such an incredibly huge heart of compassion and love for these people. She would take phone calls all day and all night and send letters and note cards to people, just encouraging them to be strong and don't give up. And they would find her and call her and say, "I thought I was the only one going through this." She was a remarkable person. As a result of those efforts, she was one of the founders of what is now turned into the International Alzheimer's Association. And it was a huge advocate for family members and the support that they need while dealing with their family member that has Alzheimer's. So she was an amazing woman. She wrote a book about her whole story, and I wanted to just read a little bit of this. The book is called I Choose to Continue, and it is basically was her motto that no matter what happened to her, she always chose to continue. And basically, she taught me to always look at life in a way that's based on not how you're treated, but how you respond to what happens to you, and how you choose to accept things, the good and the bad that come your way. This is a quote that she ends the book with. This is from a guy named Joseph Epstein. He said, "We do not choose to be born. We do not choose our parents. We do not choose the country of our birth or the immediate circumstances of upbringing. We do not, most of us, choose to die, nor do we choose the time or condition of our death. But within this realm of choicelessness, we do choose how we shall live, courageously or in cowardice, honorably or dishonorably, with purpose or in drift. We decide what is important or what is trivial in life. We decide that what makes us significant is either what we do or what we refuse to do. But no matter how indifferent the universe may be to our choices or decisions, these choices and decisions are ours to make. We decide, we choose, and as we decide and choose, so are our lives formed." So I've always taken that wisdom, and no matter what happens to me, no matter what circumstances or situations I find myself in, I always have an option of how I'm going to respond to that. And I'm going to choose to continue, and I'm going to choose to continue to choose joy. I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now if it wasn't for her, because she told me that the creative life is the best life. And so that's the kind of person that I want to be. And for that, I want to say thank you to Grandma Bob.
Still I'd want to say thank you for giving me life. You've opened up my eyes and helped me to see time cannot erase all that's in my heart and these precious memories. All these precious memories of the time I spent with you.